next day. So we're gonna do for the next day. It's the 5th day of the week, and it's this one here. Let's see it. The 6th day, it's like this one. No, and go, but yes, the second one, the 5th day, it's blast mail. The best blast mail in the game, of course, it's the big guy here with the big gun, and let's see him. Where are you, Cable? Where are you? Where are you, Mister? Here he is. And most of the times I'm using Fox, and with his leadership, it's enough to have the ignore dodge you want, because you got like a passive here with 30%, and yes, 30 and 50. It's like 80%, and with the CTP of energy he's rocking, he got like 30% more, so it's like 110% ignore dodge. So whatever buff the boss is doing, and all the things he's using, all the, how it's called, all the roars, it doesn't matter, even if you got like a 100% dodge or not, but that's the best team for no restrictions, guys. That was my fault. It's not the blast mail, it's male, guys. They can't be female, of course. So let's go to find the 2 best characters for this day. I think it's this guy and Coulson. Where is Coulson? And I'm doing pretty much the same, because he got the 50% ignore dodge. I'm ignoring that we got 30% more, so I got like 81%. So I'm taking my chances and go with this team every time, and I'm ignoring totally the canceling of the roar. And because I've got already a lot of ignore dodge, there's no point for me to cancel it. So with Cable, my rotation looks like this. I'm not using the second skill and the first skill, because most of the times it's destroying your rotation and destroying the proc. So I want to be sure. That's why I'm doing like 4, cancel 3, cancel 6, and after that the 5th skill. I'm instant canceling the tier 3, because there is no way for me staying there and doing it, because the 5th skill is doing more damage, and the 6th skill it's doing a pretty good buff to your damage. It's like 40% insert to the next hit. So I'm doing the 6th skill and after the 5th skill, and I'm ignoring totally the dodge buff the beast is taking, because you can ignore it like 80% of the times. So let's go to the next day. The next day it's the 6th, and where is it? The 6th day of the week. It's with this team here, Blast Mail, the 5th, and after that it's Universal Supervillain. That's why I've got Knull, and my boy here can do a lot of stuff. You can see him doing a huge amount of damage and do the paralysis perfect. And I use, most of the times I'm using Hela without a uniform, because of the skills is giving the debuff, the passive here. Where is it? Here? No. When you're using a skill, you're getting, yes, this thing here. I'm doing it for, I'm keeping here for this buff, and because with Thanos, she's getting a passive here with 5% all attack, so there's no others characters with support for him. And with Knull, guys, it's really easy to cancel the roar, so you're kind of doing it by mistake by doing your rotation. It's pretty easy, guys, it's pretty easy. You can see here, and let's wait until the the first roar here to showcase how easy it's doing it with the second skill, and of course you can do it with the sixth skill, but with the sixth skill you could miss it, sometimes. And the rotation is pretty simple for him also. You're staying into your second skill, and even if you have CTP of energy or CTP of rage, you want to proc in the second skill most of the times. So that's why I'm staying in it a lot, and I'm trying to do the fourth skill before I do the second skill, because the fourth skill it's giving you accumulation due to your damage doing. So most damage you do, most damage you're getting buffed, and it's pretty easy for him standing still and doing the second skill, and you see the numbers are going like crazy. And you can see here, guys, it's real easy. You're pressing the second skill and you're standing still and the cancel is fine. So that's the best team for me, guys. I am using these characters and I'm having like more than 7 million, or perhaps sometimes 8 millions. And of course that has to do with your cards and with character build and all the CTPs you got. And of course you have to do the same score as me, but I'm showcasing like the best teams for you to use generally. And pretty much the same teams are usable in all the seasons, but if you got the silent season, perhaps you could choose someone else. And in speed superhero, it's really easy to decide. I mean, there is very good supports here, and the best supports for this day, it's like Fox, of course, and the burst leader, it's Fury, Nicholas. Where are you, Mr. Fury? We're looking for you. Let's put Luna. Luna is the main DPS for this day. She's perfect. She's one of the best. And I really can't find Fury here. I was in dealers and I wanted leader, so that was, and that's the best team for her. She's swapping. You're swapping into the Fox, and Fox is doing really easy the second skill, which having not the second, the third. Where is the paralysis? Yes, the first skill. The first skill doing the paralysis here. And in the next day, it's like let's find it. It's here. The next day, it's combat supervillain day. The best characters using in this day, it's Apocalypse as the main damage, DPSer or Carnage you could use. But for sure the supports, it's pretty simple that you want to use most of the times. Where is Apocalypse? I don't have him. Yes, I used him. Yes, it's Apocalypse, because he got like the skill in the sixth skill, the Paralyze effect. And after that, it's Carnage. Carnage is pretty good also, and he got the paralysis in two skills. Yes, in the second skill and in the fifth skill, I think. No, the sixth skill perhaps, or no, it's just the second skill, I guess. And yes, it's just the second skill. He got one paralysis also, so you could use him also. And the other two guys you want to use is generally where is the leader? The guy, the abomination guy, where is he? Yes, you want to use abomination as a leadership. And the best support this day, it's for combat. Where are you? Support Taskmaster. It's the Taskmaster, but I have to find him. Yes, that's the guy. And I'm using CTP of Insight on him, because you could play this day twice per week, because the reset it's in the middle of the night, so you can do it like 2 times. And the best team is with Apocalypse, and after that it's Carnage that you could use for the 7th or 8th day, depending on where you're counting. So the next day it's again no restrictions. Best team it's Cable, as I show you. And for female universal in the 10th day, the best team, like a lot of months or 1.5 year, if I'm remembering right. It's this team here. It's Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. Let's go. Basically, let's go. Where is she? She's gonna be to dealers, and she got no. She got only silence. So you are using her with Medusa. Medusa is giving her support as a leadership, and as a character swapping into him to do the counseling. And most of the times I'm using Medusa in the middle of the fight to do the awakening skill, but the main DPS source it's from Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel with CTP of Raids, it's the meta character for this day. She is the best, and she's good in silence season because she can do the silence with the 6th skill and the 2nd skill, but in the 2nd skill the silence goes only if you got the binary up. So let's see the next day here. So that's the meta team for this day, guys. And the next one is super villain female. Here the best is of course Moonstone with support of Mystique. It used to be Mystique, but after Moonstone came into the game, Mystique stays a lot behind. And the best leadership it's Hela. And where is she? Hela leadership. And where is she? I'm gonna find her. Where are you, Mr. Hela? Mistress of Death. Mrs. Hela, I thought. Yes, I used her, that's why. Yes, for the 40%, for the 45% answers in your energy attack. And that's the... Where is Moonstone, guys? Where is she? She's not recommended for this week because she got no paralyze. So that's the best team for this day. And the next day it's, let's say, speed superhero. Again Luna, but instead of Mr. Nicholas Fury, you're using this girl here. The girl is on fire. She's very good for a leadership for Luna specific, because she's giving like 60%. Misty Knight giving you 60% gold damage. So all the skills of Luna, it's gold damage, so you're taking advantage of it, and that's the best leadership. Of course you're swapping again into Fox, as I showed you before, guys, but it's easier. But in combat female, guys, I don't have the best team out of all the teams are usable for this day, but the best DPS it's of course Valkyr. The best leadership for this day is the girl here, She-Hulk, and that's why I've got here a CTP of Insight to boost my damage in this day. And after that, a good second character to swapping around and doing even more damage, it's X23. If you got here Transcended, you can swap between the characters. If you don't got here Transcended, you could use another, the Red She-Hulk. Red She-Hulk is giving it 5% more all attack, because she's got a team up with the She-Hulk, so you're getting 5% more physical attack and dodge. And most of the times you want that dodge because you want to cap for the buff of the CTP of raids. But in this day I'm using Solo Valkyr because my X23 it's not that good and she's not awakened. But with X23 you could swap like I did with Moonstone and Valkyr before. And the last day, which is the 14th day, it's the Speed Supervillain Day. The Speed Supervillain Day, it's kind of weird because there is a lot of characters you could use, but the best case scenario for you it's leadership of Baron Zemo. I don't even got him tier 2, you don't need to, he's a premium character, so he's a leader, not a dealer, so that's why I couldn't find him. That's the guy here. And the dealer for this day, it should be Bullseye, and of course Mystique. But Mystique, most of the times, it's not the most effective because she's got no paralyze on her kit. And the same story here, guys. You could swap between the characters. Yeah, here he got paralysis into the second skill and nowhere else. I think perhaps he got in his sixth skill, but no, I don't think so. No, yeah, no, he got in the second skill only. So I'm using him as main DPS, and I have done my Mystic full support and give her CTP of Insight, cause she's doing more for me as completely a support, because I use her in World Boss Legend, and I use her in Mephisto and Knull, and with using her in the female villain day, I'm taking advantage of her as support also in this day, which Moonstone is the best DPS for the day. So that's it. That's all, guys. 14 days, 14 different teams, and basically it's not 14 teams because most of the times it's repetitive. Like last villain day, you could use female villain day, also Moonstone. In this day here, in the second no criteria, you can use the team that you're already using, like Knull with some supports. So you're just swapping the characters to take advantage of the characters you already have to do it. So it's not a must having the same characters I used, but the must is to take the way of thinking to do better score in ABX. And of course it's not that important at the moment in the state of game, because whatever score you do in your alliance, you're not getting something better. You're getting the same things if you do 7 million, even if you're the first guy in your alliance or the first guy in the world or not. The only guys that taking something is these 16 alliances here. Until Deja Vu, you can see all these 16 alliances is getting their self into the alliance tournament. All the other guys, whatever score you do, more than 7 million or not, it has nothing to do with the rewards you're gonna get in the end of the month. You're always getting the same. And the thing is that the PARALYZE season, it's having some characters being the meta, but the next season perhaps it's other characters being the meta, like in the super villain universal supervillain here. The next week, the burn season, the best character is Loki, and there is other things you have to swap and other supports you want to use to take advantage of the burn effects of your characters. So generally you have to take the way of thinking how to participate in the ABX and how to manage to do the best score for you. Because guys, with all these things in the 6th anniversary and all this nice attitude we got from the developers, I feel like we're gonna get something for reward in this game mode. It takes the most out of you. You need to have a lot of CDPs, you want to have the best characters, so the game needs to give us rewards for them. And that's a tutorial guide for PARALYZE season specific and the best teams I am using. Last week I did like 70, 75 70 no 70 67 million in total score, and my rank was like under 1000. I'm not that good generally, but I have stable teams and CTP of raids in every day, so that's what you want to do. You have to take like 10 CTP of raids and put them in the right guys to do all the job for you. Thank you guys being here, and I hope I didn't did a lot of mistakes in my rotation and the stuff I saw you, and I hope I helped you to decide what's your next character you're gonna do tier 3 and make you like ABX and want to participate more. Bye bye to everyone. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content, and of course drop a comment if you have something to say about the video or you want to see something different. Bye bye to everyone. May the RNG be with you.